Picture this. You're at a dinner with friends. Somebody cracks a joke about your credit card bill. Everybody laughs. You laugh too because what else are you gonna do, right? But on the drive home, it hits different because you actually have the debt and you have no idea how to get out. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about debt. The psychology of it, the math behind it, why so many smart people stay stuck in it for years. If you're someone carrying a credit card balance right now, and it feels like no matter how much you pay, the number barely moves, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if it helps you out, because today, we're fixing that. Here's the thing. You are not alone in this, like at all. Americans' total credit card balance just hit $1.277 trillion, the highest ever recorded since the Federal Reserve began tracking this data in 1999. That's not millions, that's trillions with a T. And the average individual balance, $6,523, and that's up 2% from just the year before. So if you're sitting on $10K, $15K, or even more, you're not broken. You're just in the majority, which is both comforting and, honestly, kind of terrifying. Now, here's what most people don't realize. The reason you're not making progress isn't a money problem, it's a system problem. Think about it this way. If you only make the minimum payment on a $6,523 balance at 19% APR, you'd be in debt for 170 months. That's over 14 years. And you'd pay $6,491 in interest alone. Let that sink in for a second. You'd essentially be paying for the debt twice, once for what you actually spent, and once just in interest charges. The bank does not want you to know that math. Minimum payments aren't designed to free you, they're designed to keep you. So, here's where it gets really interesting. There are two strategies that people use to get out of debt. You've probably heard of them. The debt snowball and the debt avalanche. The snowball says, pay off your smallest balance first, get a quick win, build momentum. The avalanche says, attack the highest interest rate first, save the most money mathematically. Now, the debt avalanche method does save you the most money in interest, particularly if you have debts with a wide range of interest rates. But, and this is important, the best mathematical plan that you can't follow is worse than a suboptimal plan you actually stick with. So, here's what I want you to do. Be honest with yourself. Are you someone who needs a quick win to stay motivated? Start with the snowball, kill that small balance, feel the momentum. Then switch to avalanche once you're moving. These two methods are not mutually exclusive. You can use a combination of both. Start with snowball for the psychology. Finish with avalanche for the math. Nobody talks about this hybrid approach, but it's the one that actually keeps people on track. Now, you might be thinking, Nick, okay, but where does the extra money even come from? Fair question. Real answer. You don't need a raise, you need a reallocation. Here's a simple example. Say your take-home is $3,500 a month. Most people have, at minimum, $200 to $300 in subscriptions, memberships, and forgotten recurring charges they haven't looked at in 6 months. Canceled 2, redirect $150 toward your highest interest card. That's $1,800 a year, hitting your debt directly instead of disappearing into your bank account silently. Small redirects compound. That's the part that feels boring, but that's the part that works. Look, I want to address something real here. 61% of Americans with credit card debt have been carrying that balance for at least a year, up from 53% just the year before. That number is going the wrong direction. More people are staying in debt longer. And nearly half of Americans, 49%, now say carrying a credit card balance is just normal. It's not normal, it's normalized. Those are very different things. Normal means it's fine. Normalized means we got so used to it we stopped fighting it. Americans making only minimum required payments on the average credit card balance would accumulate nearly $18,500 in interest charges by the time the balance is paid off. $18,500 on a $6,500 balance. That's the real cost of calling it normal and doing nothing. So, 3 things, right now, today. 1. Log into every credit card account. Write down the balance and the interest rate. That list, that one piece of paper, is more powerful than anything you think you need to do first. 2. Decide, snowball or avalanche. Pick the one you'll actually stick to. Commit for 90 days. Not forever, just 90 days. 3. Find $100. $100 redirected this month to your highest priority debt. Not 500, not a grand, just 100. Because the goal isn't perfection, the goal is motion. Here's the bottom line. Your friends mocked the debt. That's fine, let them. Because the people who get out of debt, they're not the ones who had the most money or the best job. They're the ones who stopped waiting for the perfect moment and just started the system. The math is on your side once you stop feeding the interest. The psychology kicks in once you see the first balance hit zero. And the motivation? That takes care of itself. You've got this. Now go make that list. If this video helped you, drop a comment with your debt payoff goal. I read every single one. And subscribe, because next week we're talking about what to do after you pay off that first card. And most people get this completely wrong. See you there.